It's the responsibility of your candidate evaluation committee to evaluate the candidates for governor, U.S. Representative, State Senate, State Representative, Secretary of State, Attorney General, State Supreme Court, and State Court of Appeals, who, if elected, would represent all or a portion of your county. Once the candidates for each office have been evaluated, your committee will decide which candidate to recommend and be endorsed by the AgriPAC committee. It's important to note that candidate evaluation committees recommend which candidate should be endorsed and do not make the actual endorsements. The actual endorsements of candidates for state and federal offices are made by the AgriPAC committee after carefully considering your recommendations. In terms of local races, such as for any township or county office, your local candidate evaluation committee has the option of endorsing, not the statewide AgriPAC committee. Each candidate who filed by the May 11th filing deadline receives a questionnaire from AgriPAC. The candidates who choose to complete the questionnaire will return it directly to each member of the candidate evaluation committees in the candidate's district or to the County Farm Bureau offices in the candidate's district. The candidates must return the questionnaire no later than May 21st. The questionnaires should be reviewed by your committee as part of the candidate evaluation process. AgriPAC will prepare voting records for U.S. representatives, state senators, and state representatives who are seeking re-election and send it to each candidate evaluation committee member by May 17th. The voting records should be reviewed by your committee as part of the evaluation of incumbent candidates seeking re-election. Also, a planning guide will be sent to each candidate evaluation committee member. It contains information on frequently asked questions about the candidate evaluation and endorsement process, the timetable of events, along with suggestions for evaluating candidates. And it contains the form to use to submit endorsement recommendations to AgriPAC. In 2010, the election contests for which candidate evaluation committees will be asked to evaluate candidates and submit endorsement recommendations are Governor, U.S. Representative, State Senate, State Representative, Secretary of State, Attorney General, State Supreme Court, and State Court of Appeals. With term limits, there will be at least 30 new senators and at least 34 new representatives. Candidate evaluation committees in those districts will have an especially important job to evaluate the new candidates and recommend which should be endorsed by AgriPAC. The key dates for candidate evaluation committees to be aware of for the 2010 candidate evaluation and endorsement recommendation process are May 11th, the deadline for candidates to file for election. May 21st, the deadline for candidates to return questionnaires to Candidate Evaluation Committee members or County Farm Bureau offices. May 25th through June 4th, candidate evaluation committees meet to evaluate candidates and make endorsement recommendations. June 5th through 7th, the Candidate Evaluation Committee chairperson reviews endorsement recommendations with the County Farm Bureau president. June 8th is the deadline for the Candidate Evaluation Committee chairperson to send the endorsement recommendation forms to the AgriPAC committee. June 15th is the date when the AgriPAC committee meets to review Candidate Evaluation Committee endorsement recommendations, and it's the date the committee makes its official endorsements of candidates for the August 3rd primary election. August 3rd is the primary election, and November 2nd is the general election. In both instances, it's important that you vote. The work of candidate evaluation committees is a very important part of the AgriPAC candidate evaluation and endorsement process. The committees are asked to do several things. First, know when the candidate evaluation committee meeting is and make every effort to attend. Attendance by every committee member is very important. Second, conduct fair and objective evaluations. The evaluations should not favor or disfavor any candidate. Keep an open mind about each candidate until all have been evaluated fairly and objectively. Third, submit the 2010 candidate evaluation and recommendation for endorsement form for each candidate your committee evaluates. Be sure to give thorough and specific reasons about why each candidate is or is not being recommended for endorsement by AgriPac. It's very important your reasons are as complete as possible. Lastly, be sure to send your 2010 candidate evaluation and recommendation for endorsement forms to AgriPac by the June 8th deadline.
As chair of the AgriPac committee, I want to thank your candidate evaluation committee for watching this program. I hope it will be helpful in your candidate evaluation and endorsement recommendation activities. Let me emphasize that your recommendation will be a major factor in the candidate endorsements made by the AgriPac committee. We look forward to receiving your endorsement recommendations and documentation of the reasons for them. Farm Bureau has the power to make a difference in this selection and help elect Friends of Agriculture. On behalf of the AgriPac committee, please accept our thank you in advance for all your work.